Hey guys, it's me, One Mega Fan. Welcome to another night of Nexus Gaming Series. We're in the playoffs, guys, and tonight we're going to have Wholesome Halfwits versus the MHS Tigers. Should be exciting, guys. I have reached out to both the captains. I've heard from one of them. The other one has not responded yet. Hopefully I will hear from him / her shortly. And then we'll be able to get the map picks, etc., and get jumping into this game. Should be a great game tonight, guys. I'm super excited for this one. We are in the semifinals, so we're getting down to the wire for these teams. This is the time to push through and get those wins. I'm checking real quick to see which team is the higher seed because I forgot to check beforehand. I'm such a professional. Let's see. Wholesome Halfwits, I think, is the higher seeded team. Where is the playoff schedule? Maybe? Not sure. Ha ha ha. I guess I'm gonna try to hunt this down. Because I can't seem to find my link to Division D. Where's the little fancy little mock-up they did? I can't find it, guys. Not good. Not good at all. Let's see if we can find it on the NGS channel. Division D. I'm gonna have to move that because I definitely cannot read that. Wholesome Halfwits is 5th, and MHS Tigers was placed 1. So MHS Tigers will have the choice of map ban or first pick. It looks like. I'll confirm that with them once they get into the lobby here or into the room. I do have one of the men still waiting on the other one. I'm hopping there with him real quick. Let him know where we're at. Hey man, how you doing?
Doing good.
Alright, I sent a message to the other captain in game, but I have not had a response.
Okay.
So yeah. I'm gonna hit him up on here as well and see if he'll respond on here. But yeah, basically we just need him, and then you're with MHS, right?
Yep.
And you guys are first seed in the bracket for your half, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys will have choice between map pick and first pick then.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Wholesome Halfwits. Dr. C. Message. It says he's away from his keyboard. Or away on...
Give me a second.
On there. But I sent him a message. We'll see if he shows up.
Hello.
Hey, good timing. All right. So let's see. So MHS has the choice of map pick or first pick. What do you guys want?
We're gonna have first pick.
Okay. So that means that Wholesome, you guys are gonna have the map pick then.
We'll take Infernal.
Well, hold on. We got to ban
So
first.
No.
So what do you want to ban?
Spicy motherfucker. I'll ban Tomb of Spider Queen then.
Okay. And MHS.
Right, and we're gonna ban Braxis.
Okay, now you can pick a map based off of that.
We'll still pick Infernal.
Infernal Shrines. Alright, guys, I will get the lobby ready, and then I will send you guys both an invite in-game, okay?
Sounds
Sounds
good.
Alright, good luck, guys.
Good luck.
Alright, guys, so as you heard, we're going to be going to Infernal Shrines for game number 1 here. Should be exciting. We're going to get that lobby set up here. We'll get the teams in, and then we'll get rocking and rolling with this first game. I kind of wish we had, like... I mean, just part of me wishes that we had, you know, maybe, like, Black Hearts or something as an option, because it'd be more fun. But, you know, we'll take it as it is. We'll take it as it is. Turn a draft. No mattress 3. Ian team. Ooh, who's team 1? MHS is team 1. Okay. Alright, guys, so they're going to pile in here. As they fill this up, we will get ready to get going here. I can't poke check. I'm sorry. Do it this way. So he has it. I can't. I'm on NGS tonight. That's where we're at. Unfortunately. For you. All right. Oh, wrong person. Get the matching portrait and everything. Okay. He's got the portrait energies off. I have to give him a hard time. Gonna have to give him a hard time. Don't got that portrait synergy down. And portrait synergy wins games, guys. Trust me. It just does it. Yeah. Let's see. Alright, they have one that's AFK. He's eating real quick. That's fine. I need a second to put all this in anyway. Alright, he's in. He's not in. He's in. He's in. He's not in. Who is the other one that's not listed then? Good. Merlin. That's who it is. Okay. And then, sorry guys, we're just setting up teams in the fancy overlay that we have. The cartography system for NGS. He is in here. He is not in here. He is not in there. He is in here. He's in here. That is... Alright guys, we're just waiting on one more person to hop in here. As soon as they're in here, we'll be able to rock and roll with game number 1 of this best of 3. He is apparently finishing eating real quick. That's what I've been told by the teams. Okay. No, stop freaking out. There you go. There we go. That's good. Alright. Alright guys, so we're just waiting on that 5th, and as soon as he is online, we'll get rocking and rolling. Alright, looks like he is logging in now. Should be on shortly, guys, and then we'll get going with this game. Alright. See if we get the ready, and if we're ready, then we'll get jumping into this first game, guys. Like I said, just waiting on the teams. Ready. Alright, guys, we're going into game number 1. Infernal Shrines. Alright, guys, should be a good game. Good luck, have fun, drop it in the chat. That's always a great thing to see. I'm gonna have to sneak this in real quick. Like you guys just don't notice the broadcast I'm just sending out really fast there. Just pretend you saw nothing. Alright guys, first pick and ban, I'm going to go over to the side of, where's my team names listed? MHS Tigers. They will get that first pick ban option. They are going to go with the ban on Diablo. They do not want to deal with that tonight. Going to get him out of the way. Now over to the side of the Wholesome Halfwits. And, I don't know. I'm sure these teams have looked into each other. So I'm sure they've studied each other. They kind of know how each other plays, what they like, what they don't like. So we may see a little more targeted bans. Diablo still kind of falls in that general ban zone. Definitely a lot harder to kill. He's got a lot more health now, it feels like, since his recent changes. So, just don't want to deal with that person that's hard to kill. Just get rid of him. We don't want him. He's good here, but we don't want him. So that's fine. Ban from the side of the Halfwits. Honestly, I think my Av could be a solid choice for them. They just want to pull it off the board. Same thing with Medivh. Again, I don't know what these teams play, but that's normally what we'd look to, typically. Or Garrosh. They're going to get rid of my Av. They do not want to deal with that. First pick over to the side of the Tigers. And they're going to go with a first pick Deckard. Okay, they want that Deckard Cain. Not what I normally would suggest. Normally I suggest you go into some sort of like shrine control, something that's really good right now, like the Garrosh, that's going to help your team and enable your team. And then we have an Alex, first pick from the side of the Halfwits. They don't want to risk that support choke. And a Ragnaros, little rag skin, looking great there. Now back over to the side of the Tigers. I'd love to see them go to grab their soul lane since they know they're dealing with Rag, and then maybe a tank or DPS they want. Alternatively, if they're comfortable with a few different soul laners, they could go into a DPS and just a straight tank. Not worry about the soul lane, but they will grab the Haka for the soul lane, and then the Kael'thas to give themselves some shrine control and clear. That should help out some here, having that control over the shrine. Flame strikes on the ground, going to help pick that up a little easier. And then Dahaka can have the global option for the team, just kind of help that soak, push the other lanes. We'll kind of win out against Rag there as far as that goes. If Rag plays it nice, or plays it right, dodges the tongues, should be okay though against that Dahaka. Second ban phase here. The Halfwits have the ban. So they go with the Garrosh. So say I'd look at a tank ban probably, since they have the next two picks, and Garrosh would be my go-to typically. We're gonna see a Sonya ban, which the Sonya ban does not. The Sonya ban sits weird. Why did the ban Sonya? Because Rag's gonna be the soul lane. I mean, they may know something I don't know, but you don't normally pair Rag and Sonya, because then you have to have a tank as well. And then you just have one on your DPS backline. I mean, it could work. I'm not saying it can't work. It could work. But against the Kael'thas, you wouldn't want a triple front line. It'd just be really risky. So it seems like an odd ban to me to ban out that Sonya. Of course, I guess they could have just went with ranged DPS. Maybe get rid of like a Jaina or Gul'dan. Gul'dan does really well here. I think that would be a good pick for the side of the Halfwits. They do have that Alex. Should be able to keep him up just fine. He'll have the Rag and whatever tank they choose to help peel for him. So I think a ranged DPS and a tank right here in this 3-4 would be great. They get at least a fifth spot open to kind of counter whatever comes in the 4-5 for the side of the Tigers. They're running the timer down all the way to the bottom. They're going to go with Lunara Gul'dan. So they're going to hold the tank till last pick, which is interesting. They felt they get more value out of grabbing those two right now. That's going to be a lot of poison damage, which is going to kind of put Deckard in an odd spot. He's going to be under pressure a lot, especially if Lunara does a great job at poking the team, getting those stacks on with that dot damage, and then Gul'dan comes in and gets some nice wave clear, kind of just, you don't want to stand there and clear these shrines. We're just going to poison you while you clean these shrines up, and then Lunara is just going to poke you down and then leaping strike you to death. As far as options go for the side of Tigers, they need a tank still, so they got to grab one of those for sure. Muradin could be okay. He does have that self-sustain built in, where he can just back out and be okay. They're going to go with Blaze and Genji. So Genji to pressure that backline, and then Blaze obviously going to have that bunker option available to him to help protect the team from any kind of damage they don't want to have on them. Should work out okay for them. Not probably what the Halfwits were expecting for that tank pick, if I'm honest. And then the Halfwits have their tank choice now. Honestly, with what's there, you could go Muradin, Arthas could be okay, ETC, Johanna. Pretty much any tank would work right now. You wouldn't want to go something like a Stitches, obviously, but the general tanks that we see most of the time in the meta would work for that. I think I'd like to see ETC, mainly because he has a lot of built-in CC, can peel for his team very easily. Arthas could work as well as long as he's confident in landing his roots. They're going to go with that ETC, it looks like here. So, going to be interesting to see what they do here. And we're going to start filling in names on the cartography, because I'm all alone tonight. Alright guys, we'll jump over here while the game loads in, and as soon as we get in that game, we'll get rocking and rolling. Alright guys, we should be all set here with the teams. Ready to jump into this game. I'm just waiting on it to load in, and as soon as it gets loaded, we'll get going. I'm excited, guys. Draft-wise, definitely feel like a more standardized draft out of the Halfwits here. But you guys let me know who you think is going to win this match, guys, with the draft we have currently from these teams. Guys, we're jumping in here. We're okay with ping. Alright guys, on the left in the blue, we are going to have the Tigers. And on the right in the red, we are going to have the Wholesome Halfwits. We got sharks going on here and a tiger. I'm kind of sad they're not all riding tigers, just given the name. But we'll take it. Gonna jump in the middle here, guys. Quick look at the level 1 talents. Kelthas not locked his in yet. He is going to go with that convection, it looks like. The Haka still has yet to choose his. Nothing out of the ordinary as far as I could tell. Rag going into the typical build with that hammer to get that healing. And here comes the early game poke. He's going to connect on 2 from the Decker to actually get that stacked up early. ETC gets stunned out. You're going to be in a bit of trouble. Grab the left stop and power slide out. We'll be okay. He is going to spread that fire around. The teams will now make the rotations to the lanes. Ragnarok's obviously going to go top against that Haka. And Deckard having a difficult time against all this early poison damage. We should see the teams move into a 1-4 rotation here. Looks like we're going to see Gul'dan come bottom with the Alex. They may just opt for a 2-2 on the side of the Halfwits because they do have that Lunara who has decent wave clear. You see the push in on the top versus this Lunara from this and ETC from the 3-man. Alex gonna come out, drop a heal for her teammates. Take a little poke from the Genji here, should be alright. Actually done about half health, sitting around a little too long, took a lot of free poke there. Up top, looks like Rag is winning out that lane versus the Haka so far. The Haka gonna heal up some, using his built-in sustain. I'm not gonna ban you, Poke Check. I won't specifically ban you. The bot might warn you, but I won't ban you. Just don't. If you all caps it, we'll probably yell at you. Power slide on to the Genji here, getting a poke down by Lunara. We'll be okay. We're gonna connect on to that ETC. Up on the top, so far Rag winning this out pretty handily. 4 is now getting locked in for both the teams. Oh, wrong button, guys. Maybe? Game? There we go. Sorry, guys. Hit the wrong key. There we go. Back over to the talents here for level 4 for the teams. Gonna have a nice push in here on the top. Or in the mid lane here. Cosmic Camp will get picked up. Shouldn't be too hard to clean up though for this team. And again, nothing out of the ordinary as far as I can tell here. Lots of poke, back and forth. Rag did hard. Go back and get full mana. Alright, Shrine is activated. Teams will now posture on the Shrine. Rag Gul'dan working on that right side already. Lunar starting to come in, ETC, zoning off the team. Rag pushing forward with that ETC. Wolf Dark taking a lot of damage. Gonna go ahead and get out of there. Alex going in that dragon form, getting those big heals. Gonna push the enemy team off, trying to control that Shrine. They are up about 5 monsters so far. Lunara taking a lot of damage. Genji gonna dive in there, out, like gets a heal off, and the first blood will go over to the side of the Halfwits. Lunara barely alive, slowly limping away. Alex able to keep her up. And that will be a 1-for-0 trade in favor of the Halfwits. However, the entire team's low. They do have to back up, and this is gonna give a chance for the Tigers to catch back up here on these monsters. Actually get ahead. Rag gonna go ahead and pop the trait. Try to steal enough of these away. The problem is if he does not get, if they don't get these, they're gonna be in big trouble. Root gonna connect onto Gul'dan. They have to make sure they get this now that Rag has popped his trait. That's a juicy stack in that corner. Gul'dan gonna try and spread some damage in there. Blaze gets the propulsion stun on 2. Genji with the dive. They pick up on that kill onto the Alex. However, the first Punisher will go over to the side of the Halfwits. And now we will have the push in the middle from the Punisher. This is an early game Punisher, so we'll be a little weak. Not going to expect too much here from the teams. As you can see, only Genji really defending for now. Kel'Thas going to rotate in with the Deckard. That's going to be it. Nothing too much from this. They do get the front wall, which is fairly standard off the first Punisher. 7's now in for both teams. And the teams will now go back to the lanes to soak. 10 should be here a little bit sooner for the side of the Halfwits as long as they do not get picked off here. You see the push in by the Blaze and Kel'Thas here against these 2 DPS. Top lane, Rag gonna be actually pushing the wall now. Tom gonna connect though with Rag. He's out of minions, gonna be taking tower shots. He should be able to make it out okay here. Dahaka almost getting that pick though. Kel'Thas going to fall here. That will be a reset on that convection stacks. Like I said, guys, nothing too exciting until the 10s hit or the next Shrine. Teams really don't want to take a fight unless they have to, or if they can pick someone out. You see the power slide on the Genji, gonna get some nice poison damage from the Lunara there. He will be okay. Decker gonna drop those potions for him here. Ten is finally locked in for the side of the Halfwits. They have about a half level lead. We do have the lava wave from the Ragnaros. Not going to see the stun come out here. Camp invade possible here. Blaze can get a nice stun on EC. Meanwhile, the Leaping Strike going to go on to the Kel'Thas. They will get the pick on him. That's going to be 1 kill so far. Camp will get stolen away. ETC still has not chosen an ult. Lava wave pushing that bottom. 4 or 5 from the Gul'dan. I'm assuming ETC is going with Mosh Pit, but he may be holding till 10 to see what the enemy team takes. With that stage dive would give them the counter global to that Dahaka. And finally in. Gonna have Lornado from the Deckard here. Or no, that's Stay a While and Listen. Stay a While and Listen, and we have the Mosh Pit from the ETC. So he was waiting on the Deckard choice. X-Strike, Isolation, or is that Adaptation? One of the two. I'll tell you guys in a second. They're fighting it out. Don't want to miss any action here. That is going to be the Adaptation from the Dahaka. Bunker and Phoenix. Nothing out of the ordinary there. We can see the rotation to the Shaman camp here from the side of the Halfwits. Early start on the monsters here. You see the push in from the side of the Halfwits here, looking for an engage. ETC out front for his team. Phoenix coming out fairly early. ETC with a nice power slide, not going to pull the Mosh Pit trigger yet. Has a nice body block on it too. Deckard going to get to Stay a While and Listen. X-Strike going to come out, connect with multiple members. There goes the Mosh Pit to connect with 2. Dahaka is going to fall here. Blaze did get the bunker down, but not going to make use of it, unfortunately. They do get the kill on the Alex with that Genji, but that's going to be a 2-for-1 trade so far. ETC with the counter power slide. There's the flip with the leaping strike from the Lunara. And that's going to be a dead Blaze. A 3-for-1 trade overall in that fight. Gul'dan and Rag going to start working on these monsters while Lunara, ETC keep these tunes zoned off, keep the pressure up here with this camp. The wall is opened up. That makes it a lot easier for this Punisher. They should get a lot more value out of it here. Looks like we're going to see Gul'dan and ETC go ahead and tap. Alex is back up, making her way up. And this should be a Mortar Punisher going over to the side of the Halfwits. Here comes the Lava Wave going out the bottom lane actually here, not the mid lane, which is the one being pushed by Dahaka. Punisher going to jump in onto Blaze. We'll be okay. ETC stepping up with it. Connection from that stun onto 2 from, or sorry, Root from the Deckard. $13 now being locked in. Halfwits here to pressure this wall. Should have the bait over the wall. Oh, Blaze too far out. The bait does not take over the wall. Alex going into the ult to try to get the pick on Blaze. Can she get it here? I don't think she can. They do get the wall though. It's enough to zone off the main tank. ETC pushes in here. Mosh Pit going to be up in about 15 seconds. Jump by the Punisher on the 2. Alex going to pop that dragon form now. They want to take this keep down. It is only 10 minutes into the game, but then get this keep, they have major value. 13 is there for the Halfwits, but not yet for the Tigers. And this is going to be a keep falling here. The Haka pushing middle desperately, trying to get something. ETC has a nice power slide, does have Mosh Pit available. Extra getting him out. Deckard with the sleep on the 3. Leaping strike going to hit the Genji here. Blaze with a bunker to try to body block here. Rag going to stay alive with just about 300 HP. That would be another kill for the Halfwits. They are going to go ahead and back out. Will they grab the camp while they have the chance? They're going to stack on that little healing spot. And then they are going to go ahead and grab the Shaman camp, steal it away here. 13 now being locked in for the side of the Tigers. And we'll see where the rotation ends up going for the Halfwits here. Love to see them try to grab some more camps, get the 16, and pressure these lanes up more. ETC come down the bottom, going to spot out the Dahaka here. Not a whole lot he can do about it. They can just poke each other until his team rotates in. Going to try to body block Dahaka here. Lunara's coming in. That should be a kill here. Genji going to come in as well. Try to defend. Dahaka with the burrow is not going to be enough. He will fall. It's going to be another kill going over to the Halfwits. There goes the bunker again, and the Phoenix. 2 cooldowns blown here for nothing, really. And 16 being locked in for the Halfwits. Lava Wave coming down that middle lane now. And there is a camp on the core now. Catapults are also pushing that lane. Power slide not going to connect with anybody. Halfwits pressuring the map as much as they can. The Haka go ahead and Hearth to deal with those catapults. ETC out front looking for a possible mosh pit here with a 16. Nice poison damage from Lunara on the Genji. Got him down to under half health. Deckard going to try to heal him back up here. This poison damage is just proving to be a little bit too much for the Deckard in these team fights. All the forts are now gone for the Tigers. Horrify going to come down on the Genji. Going to be a bad angle. Not going to be able to get the peel here that they want. Deckard attempted to pop ult. Got knocked out of it. Genji being leaped on by that Lunara. She won't get the pick there. But it's a fairly short cooldown on the leaping strike. Khazra Camp going to be pushing the spot on me. They're going to go ahead and invade the Khazra Camp here in the middle as well. Going to just try to keep the pressure on the map. They're doing a great job. 16 still not here for the side of the Tigers. Halfwits trying to keep their lead. Push into that 20 early here. Go ahead and start this shrine. And it will be a frozen Punisher here. Desperate soaking out of the side of the Tigers. They know they can't go until they have at least the 16. The Haka pushing up this top lane. Deckard trying to get some poke. They're trying to steal as many as they can, but they're not going to be able to do enough here. They need to be very careful. If they get wiped here, this could easily be game. Phoenix going to come out from the Kel'Thas. Gul'dan taking a lot of damage. Going to get locked down. He will fall. Alex going into Dragon form, keeping ETC up. You can see he does have Mosh Pit available here. Punisher did go over to them. John Cena going to leap onto Deckard Cain here. Not going to be a follow-up. Power Slide on the Haka though. ETC trying to push off the enemy team, trying to get picks if they can. Rag a little far forward by himself, but John Cena himself jumps in here, and Blaze going to fall to the Punisher. Meanwhile, ETC chasing a little too far on that Deckard. Push onto the wall here. They're going to be looking for another keep. Punisher down to under half health. Wall starting to fall now. Root, power slide, and the Haka not going to make it out. Convection finally finished for that Kel'Thas. Gul'dan is back up. Starting to rotate in. Phoenix going to come out on to the keep. Trying to keep them zoned off here. This 4-man keeping control here. Want to keep it. Will fall here. Mosh Pit going to connect onto the Kel'Thas. Sleep going to come out, but that may not be enough to save him. Rag did take over the keep here in the middle. They're going to start sieging down. Looks like they want to go core here potentially. They do have 3 catapults in this top lane pushing down. Gul'dan has full health and mana. Shield is still up on the core. Lunar a little far forward here. Going to leaping strike over the bunker and make sure she gets out. Catapults will start firing on the core. Shield is down to 85%. ETC taking a lot of damage. There's the root blow up on that ETC, but the core is still falling. X-Strike comes out here. There's the pick on to the Blaze. Trades going back and forth here. Deckard being next to fall here. Core is falling fast thanks to the 4 catapults that are stacked up here in this top lane. And that should be GG. Game number 1 going over to the side of the Halfwits. Taking this game with a commanding lead. Oh, there we go. That one. Well, a quick look for you guys at the talents here. And stats. Gul'dan and Rag and Lunar putting out so much damage. Deckard not able to keep up on those heals, unfortunately. There's a quick look at the talents for anyone who wants to pause it, etc. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and message one of the teams. We'll find out if the Tigers want first pick or map pick. They do have choice. We'll see what they decide to go with here. They did go with that first pick last time. They are the higher seeded team, so maybe be a little bit of an upset. If Halfwits went out here with a 2-0, it would definitely be an upset. Waiting on the captain to let me know what map or first pick they want. Well, I guess this is first pick. They can't tell me who they want for the first pick. They got to find out the map. But, you know, we're waiting to find that out. As soon as we know that, guys, we will jump into that next game. Maybe? Send me something, homie? First pick again. Okay. All right, guys. So the Tigers have chosen to go with first pick again, which means map pick is going to go over to the Halfwits. I sent their captain a message. I just got to find out what map they want to choose. They want Cursed Hollow. So Cursed Hollow it will be, guys. We're going to jump into that lobby. Get it all set up here for game number 2. I'm excited. Get these guys in here. And yeah, guys, we'll set up the lobby here real quick. As soon as we get all set up, we'll be good to go. Yeah, I definitely agree. The catapult's got a little bit too much value on that core. He goes there. Yeah, we're good so far. Yeah, a little bit too much value on those cattles on the core. Who needs to get moved? Wolf gets swapped with... All right. All right, guys, we're getting the readies here from the teams. No, wait. Okay. Hold up. Okay. We're waiting. I was told to wait. Okay. Okay. Poke. I don't normally check my Discord when I'm mid-cast. Poke. Yeah, if you... Haha, are you online right now? I hope you're online, because otherwise this will not work. Are you in the NGS channel? Oh, you can't hear me. Hold on. All right, guys, we're gonna grab Poke Check. He. I'm not sure if it's she or he. I haven't worked with Poke Check before, but we'll find out.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
Good. Can you hop in the NGS channel on in game, and I'll pull you in.
I'm in it.
You're
I'm
in
waiting.
it? Is it
I think
poke?
so.
Is it poke check on there?
Yeah. Oh, it's in HS, not NGS. Okay.
That'll do it. All right. There you are. All right, now we'll see if they're ready.
All right.
If they're ready, we'll get started. So first game, what'd you think of the first game?
I would say the drafts in the first game were a bit questionable. I do think the side that won was the side that that was ahead in draft.
Yeah.
Mm.
I would agree that they took a lot of poison damage into that Deckard. I think the Deckard pick really hurt the side of the Tigers so early.
Yeah, I would have liked to see a support that was less setup oriented, because Deckard's really, really good whenever you can get set up on a point.
Mhm.
But if the other team is dominant throughout almost the entire game, there's almost no way to get that point set up. I would have liked to see Mouth there. Mouth would have been really, really nice for them. I'm not sure if it was banned or not.
It was still available. They actually
I would've
first
loved
picked
to
the
see
Deckard. All right,
That
guys.
game's behind us now.
Yeah, it is behind us. We're going to be on Cursed Hollow, jumping in to this second game. Tigers did choose to go with the first pick ban option again. They did not want the map. So we'll see. They did ban out. Let's see. Last game was a Diablo ban out of them, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it was Diablo first ban. So it'll be interesting to see if they stick with that or if they're going to go with something else. They're sticking with it.
To Diablo.
They must, obviously they've scouted each other, I'm sure, so they also know a little bit about each other.
Just wondering, is Diablo still available to pick Lightning Breath, or is that still banned?
It's still banned. Lightning Breath is banned.
Alright.
Yeah.
So something different than that.
Yeah, the hitbox is still bugged, but honestly, do you really want Lightning Breath over APOC? APOC's just so good. Let's see. All right, so ban going over to the Misfits here, or Halfwits. The Halfwits. They're gonna ban the Maiev again.
Maev's out.
Yeah, so keeping with the same bans as last time. Now, hopefully, we won't have a first pick Deckard. I'm not a fan of a first pick support ever, unless there's somebody that's just broken, and there's no broken supports right now.
If this was last meta before the reworks, I would say you could first pick a support. The first pick Garrosh is pretty interesting. I think Garrosh is inside of the top tiers, but since they do have the 2-3, I would have liked to see it picked there. First picking Garrosh is pretty fine though, as long as their comp doesn't have anything higher priority than that though.
Yeah, I mean, Garrosh is still a strong first choice, provides some good displacement for the team, just to kind of either get your own team out or to, throw somebody from the enemy team where they don't want to be. And, could be useful on a boss point, possibly. Boss invade, or if they invade your boss, toss them out, make sure you get that cap on there. We do see globals more often here on Cursed Hollow, Abathur, Dahaka. Sometimes we'll see a Falstad or Zagara. Given it is Division D, that's quite possible we may see something with that. Usually we see a little more off-meta heroes. But we're going to see the Sonya.
Off-meta? I see no off-meta here. I see all standard picks. There's the first off-meta pick.
I want to say Alex is as standard, but I like the Alex last game.
I like the Alex on that map because point control is so important. Here, I'm not so sure about Alex. I think there are a lot better supports that are able to choose, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, well, the plus of taking a support here, at least, is you don't worry about it being manned out against you with the possible support choke. They do have to worry about a possible, slimming down of the tank pool. You get the Garrosh pick, the Diablo ban. I could see another ban on another tank. But there's enough tanks right now that are workable on this map. Johanna, Muradin, ETC, all work great here, so you don't have to worry too much about that.
Real questions. What are these next two picks going to be? I want to see something that either synergizes with Garrosh or something that you can run with Garrosh that still counters him. Like you can run Lunara with Garrosh, even though it isn't the best thing. Junkrat is a good counter to Garrosh, and I like the Grayman pickup just for that like jump on damage.
Yeah.
And follow up with the Garrosh is also really nice.
Yeah, the Greymane follows up well on the Garrosh. Also going to be able to take those camps fairly easy, so he'll be able to rotate for the team. Junkrat, great wave clear, like you said, does counter Garrosh fairly well with that concussion mine. Just kind of throw people where they don't want to. It's almost like Garrosh. You just throw people where they don't want to be.
Mm-hmm. That was one thing they do need to work on from both teams to be working from last game was those camp timings. Like no camps were taken before the first objective tried to spawn. And Greymane and Sonya are both people that can take the camp at the first siege camp at 1 minute. And I really like to see that out of both sides, but we'll see what we get.
Yeah.
Stukov ban, that's pretty standard. Stukov's still a great support. I think he's tied for best support in the game right now, but I do like the ban.
Yeah, I think the Stukov ban is solid here, just considering the other side has no support picked up. You already have your Alex. It's kind of like it's a support ban's a safe ban. Stukov's a good support right now. I think Malfurion would have also been a fair ban there, just because he has the root that follows up. I think the root from Malfurion follows up easier than a Stukov silence.
Yeah.
Especially against a Garrosh toss. You have a little more ability position that better. Because the silence takes a second to kind of, you got to throw your arm on the ground, you get the channel time on it before it starts moving, and then it gets bigger slowly. Whereas that root usually catches people 90% of the time if you're on top of it.
Yeah, the one thing I would say though is that if you are good enough at Stukov to land that root science at level 13, it will be really strong. We see the Lunara ban, which I really like. Lunara is bad into Junkrat. Is bad against Junkrat. It's basically bad against everyone on the comp but Garrosh. Garrosh has a horrible matchup into Lunara. It's one of the big counter picks, and I would love to see the ban here.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see what they decide to pick up here in this 3-4. I'd love to see a global out of both teams here. Like I said, Cursed Hollow, one of the biggest, if not the biggest map in the game right now. And just having that ability to have somebody that can move around the map and make sure you don't miss any soak is great. We're going to see an ETC pickup, and then I would assume this is some sort of ranged DPS, maybe like a Kel'Thas or something. They're going to go with Cassia.
Cassia, all right.
I like it.
Cassia has a great match with what we're seeing right now. Junkrat is a lot of poke-oriented stuff, but Valkyrie's really strong against poke and Ball Lightning if it can get back to that back line. Cassia's really good against Garrosh and Greymane, as you throw Cassia over, and unless she's over a tower, she can probably just walk out unless they pick up some heavy magic damage here, which isn't really that far affected by the comp we already see.
Yeah, well, and the blind, too, against the Greymane is really nice.
Yeah.
Obviously, Junkrat, like you said, going to be in that back line, a little harder to hit with that blind. But the Greymane for sure. Arthas Lily.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. So Lily, you do get the blind value on the Sonya and the Cassia, but I mean, honestly, that just to me says, hey, 5th spot, let's grab something that's got some nice mage damage. Maybe the Kel'Thas again. We can see come out. Gul'dan worked well. Jaina, even.
There we go. Okay, I will let this Lily pick go if this is the best Lily on the planet and she lands with her cleanse 100% of the time.
Well,
That's basically my definition for if you can land your cleanse super amazingly well with Lily, you can pick her. Like cleanse counters Valkyrie, cleanse counters ETC, cleanse counters Alexstrasza E, cleanse counters Sonya Engage, cleanse counters Horrify, and her cleanse is on a 20-second cooldown with her trait. So I will say the Lily pick is strong right now because I don't know how good the cleanses were. The Alex play was pretty good last game. All the support play was really good last game. So I'm hoping we see some really good cleanses out of Lily. Otherwise, I don't think the pick is very justified.
Yeah, it definitely will be a little bit difficult for them. We're gonna have to pause when we pop in because I cannot fill this out fast enough.
Rip.
I love the new system, but it's just you have to be on top of things to get it all in here fast.
Yeah, the overlay looks really good. It sounds really good.
Actually, I might be able to get it in here. No, I'm not going to be able to get it in there. Alex, Gul'dan, Cassia, Sonya. That's it. Alright, I think I got it right. Hopefully it's right. Guys, we're jumping in to game number 2 here. On the right, we're going to have the Wholesome Halfwits. And on the left, we're going to have the Tigers. Halfwits up 1-0 in the series, looking to bring it home with a quick 2-0. Bring the upset against the higher seed. Actually, I think the Tigers are the #1 seed in this grouping. We'll see if they can do it here. Level 1 talent's getting locked in here. Nothing out of the ordinary as far as I can tell here. You see anything that seems odd to you or out of the ordinary?
Out of Sonya, I would have liked to see block rather than the Warpaint. Warpaint's really bad into Arthas, really bad to Geralt, you have to get close, while block is really strong against Greymane and is pretty strong against Junkrat. We see Q-Bet out of Cassia. That's something they need to note, so she won't be able to get close into range. She's looking for that poke damage. So the more aggressive blind playstyle will be less helpful. Other than that, level 1's are pretty standard.
Yeah, and Gul'dan actually going with... Not going to go
Sonya
into the
wants...
stack. Too late.
Super focused. Excellent Ariel. I mean, not Ariel. Oh my gosh. Alex Straza heal going to favor here. And that was the kind of play we actually saw last game. We saw a play where Alex did exactly that. And this is the heal there, though. That's a oof right there.
Yeah, Alex did a great job keeping her team up in those clutch moments. I thought for sure Sonya was dead there. Gonna see Lily meeting Sonya down into this bottom lane. Definitely feel like Sonya's gonna win that out fairly easily here.
Yeah, I think Arthas is going to be going the solo lane. Lily's just holding it for Stoke right now.
Yep, that will definitely work out better. Toss on to the ETC here. Gonna fall. 1 for 1.
Cassia getting good damage though.
Yeah, she got some decent damage there off of that. Be interested to see if we see somebody rotate to those giant camps here now that they are up and available. Obviously, Garrosh can't soak this lane while Greymane does that.
Rotates up. I would love to see Cassia bottom here, soaking for Sonya, but neither team once again are getting the oh, maybe. They're actually going to rotate for bruisers here before Siege, which is not traditional, but I could see it working.
Well, in their case, because the first tribute is going to be on the top half of the map, this will allow them to pressure up that middle lane some beforehand, because obviously they're not getting as much value out of those Siege Giants during this first tribute. But we're going to see Sonya make the rotate to the Siege camp on her half of the map.
I love this. They're holding the camp, waiting for that camp timing. This is something we saw them not do in the previous game, but they're doing this game, and I'm really, really liking the more situational awareness if we can hold that camp until the tribute spawns.
Yeah, and actually we have Lily doing the Siege camp here. Not something you normally see. Greymane gonna hop over to help her out here. Does not have the best damage for that.
I think Lily's time would have better spent healing up that Junkrat top, so he doesn't have to tap her back or gets under pressure by the Gul'dan. Nice.
And that's something good. They're gonna have the night camp timed out really well here to push this middle lane. Obviously, Sonya was able to grab those Siege Giants. Looks like she may stay bottom here. No, she is going to go ahead and rotate up.
They are quite slow, though, so I'm looking for the Gul'dan top. The Gul'dan Cassia poke just to be poking. We see ETC out of position now in the middle of 4 of them. Excellent blind on the Garrosh, who's going to zone him out for a little bit. Gul'dan's under a lot of pressure. Gets that nice flank from Alex as she just survived. We see Dragon Form drop down. Sonya trying to dive in. Garrosh, though, does not come down. And now their time's really real. Nice power slide into Cassie. Then Cassie gets thrown into tower range, taking a little bit of damage. And both Garrosh and Greymane are going to survive, but ETC is going to get slid on. Is going to get defeated by the Junkrat Mines, but they're able to get the first tribute of the game.
They get the first tribute. Sonya get tossed back in by that Garrosh. Going to get rooted. Not going to make it out. So 2 for none trade here in favor of the Tigers. However, the Halfwits did get that channel. Knights, though, get a decent amount of poke here, or push here on this middle lane, get the towers down to about half health. They should be able to finish up at least one of these towers, if not both of them. And a very fast tribute spawn on this one.
Very fast, very advantageous positioning for the side.
Yeah, now the nice thing for the Halfwits is they still have the Siege Giants bottom pushing. So Arthas is going to either have to go down or they have to risk the 4v5 up here on this. Looks like he's going to make that rotation down, so there should be a 4v5 option now that he's shown on this bottom lane.
I really would like Halfwits to just give it here. They have the Junkrat poke if they want to try to like poke for it, But Garrosh being super aggressive here into a 4v5 is pretty questionable. The only way that he'd be able to get it is he picks off someone like Cassia, which doesn't have a really good escape. And it seems like they're going to do that. They're just going to try to give it. Give it to the Junkrat.
Yeah, the Tigers end up giving it over here. And great job by the ETC Sonya to zone off for that channel. And, you know, normally, I personally would push a team to go for boss now, especially having those 2 tributes picked up. Work on that boss as soon as it spawns, and then you'll have that pressure up top. Hopefully get that free trib bottom. But another very fast I mean, this is like insane.
You've been low and ball in the tribute spawns today.
I know, like normally you have some time in between these things, but they are having fast spawns on these tributes this time. They could give it and go boss. That would give them an option. They're gonna grab the knights for sure here.
I have to take back what I said about Lily, because she did not pick up clans this game. She went for good stuff. And Sonya's going E-build, full E-build this game. Instead of picking up the battle rages, normally lets her take bosses and camps incredibly effectively.
Gul'dan looking for the channel here. Looks like he may get the channel. Junkrat gets the stall on it. But looks like we're going to see the Garrosh.
Way out of position, taking a lot of damage. Gets healed up by Lily just barely. That extra armor he always gets is big, super useful. But Arthas doesn't have that armor and ends up falling.
Yeah, Arthas does fall here. And it looks like they're trying to be green. They're going for the boss here with this 4v5. I think this is extremely risky. I don't like it.
This is insanely greedy. Garrosh is still up there. I would say this play is fine if they kill Garrosh. Garrosh is still up there. Well, Dan's getting stalled by Lily. That is their healer Dawn. They don't have Battle Rage Sonya, so they can't take that camp very fast, and they're forced to back off of it. That's just some wasted time on their side.
Yeah, this actually gives time for that Arthas to come back up, which can make the defense even easier for the side of the Tigers. Curse is here, though. The Knights are still up in the mid lane. They do have one Knight and the Mage still up. Dark Wolf coming in here from the Tigers. Gonna try to slow this up some, but we're gonna have the 3-man actually push in. Power slide onto the Junkrat here. He's gonna get blown up here. Yeah, it's a great pick. They have a nice wave here. They still have a very healthy caster from that Night Camp, which is gonna give them that spell shield, which will be helpful.
ETC thrown over though. They need to break down a sidewall. That Sonya ends up falling to bottom into the gray main.
Yeah, Sonya falls, but Alex with the ult gonna keep ETC alive. Thankfully, those towers are offline as well as that keep, so he will be a-okay. And they're going to get more XP here off of this wall. Push in on the keep here. I don't know if they get the keep. This is a 4v3. Gul'dan does get the top.
Curse point does run out in 10 seconds. ETC does not receive that heal. I think they're going to be forced to back up here. They do have the mosh pit. He gets interrupted. Garrosh has thrown. It's like they end up getting the keep, but Greymane's getting the rotation. Jumping onto that Cassie. Cassie's physical armor is letting her survive through it, however. ETC caught out by the root.
He should be okay here.
Yeah. Still no power slide used. Excellent. Horrify's going to zone out that Arthas. Arthas could end up falling here. And he does, but they pay with the Greymane. Excellent. Mosh pit is going to hit every remaining member. It is going to lead to maybe 3 additional kills. No, Lily has to heal for herself so that Alex Slade does not end up killing her. But that's a huge turnaround.
Yeah, that was a great 4-man mosh pit from the ETC there. Making sure to catch all the remaining members that were alive. Definitely helped out the team there. They're going to make the rotation, looks like, to the boss now.
I actually would like to see them go for their boss instead of going for the opposing, going for the boss on the left side instead of going for the boss on the right side. I guess since both bosses are neutral.
Yeah, both bosses are up, and honestly, the plus of this is you don't risk the death. They are close to that 13, and hopefully with this pushing, they can get that 13 locked in for this next tribute. And if they can get the next tribute, that's going to put them 1 up on this. Like, this just gives them an advantage in this lane. Boss in the bottom going to be down to quarter health. I don't think they make the rotation in time here. No stage dive from the CTC, so he won't be jumping in for a steal. So they will trade the bosses here. However, the 4 is up in the bottom lane, so going to be able to defend this boss much easier, especially with that full. That wall's full. There's no damage on that wall. So yeah, this boss should fall fairly quick between the Sonya, Gul'dan, and Cassia. They can even give this up if they need to on this tribute. Meanwhile, the boss in the top going to get some nice pressure onto these towers here. Should take down those towers for sure. Don't think he'll get much more than that, though, in that lane. You can see an Alex actually stealing the Night Camp away here. Not ideally who you want taking the camp, but it works. That'll be free pressure in this middle lane to push with those catapults. Junkrat gonna make the early rotation up to the tribute. Gonna try to poke off the enemy team. Get some zoning and vision down.
That dismount actually might be good. Didn't get the dismount on the Cassie. Cassie will be able to get the interrupt along with Gul'dan. Sonya's trying to engage onto the Lily. Lily's able to back up, but Garrosh is out of position along with the Junkrat. Junkrat is getting really low, ends up falling. Garrosh gets feared away as well, and it will end up falling. Taunt used, but doesn't get anything done. Lily now under pressure by the Garrosh. Not Garrosh, by ETC. ETC looking to the power slide, doesn't have it up. Cassie damage is good enough along with the Gul'dan poison to take down Lily. Arthur's forced to use Army of the Dead.
The army was a little premature, I think, here. There goes the ball lightning
Ball. And Greymane ends up getting picked off.
Yep, Greymane gonna fall as well. And meanwhile, in the middle, the core is now being pressured by that Night Camp with those 2 catapults. Junkrat should be able to clean this up. Siege Giant's gonna get stolen away, though, here. And the map is totally red at this point. Quick look at the talents here for the teams while we have a bit of a breather from this insane game.
And another tribute is spawning. These tribute spawns have been lowballing their timers today.
Yeah, and that's actually unfortunate for the side of the Tigers. They really need a little bit longer on those. Looks like a little bit of a bush party here from the side of the Halfwits. And there's no way the Tigers rotate on this. They don't have their 13s yet. They're okay. Just locked them in.
They just got them, but they're all split up in lanes right now. Arthas Junkrat middle, Greymane bottom lane. Lily is top along with Garrosh now rotating up there. Arthas may be under a little bit of pressure though.
I think he's okay. He's got the slow, the self-sustain. He's gonna make it out okay there.
I actually think there was a missed opportunity on the side of the Halfwits. They could have only had one person on that tribute. You know they can't engage. You see multiple on the map, and if just one more person was on the Arthas, I think that would have been another staggered death on the side. Gul'dan getting engaged on. Excellent bait with the horrify. Huge amount of damage coming down, and 2 members fall instantly.
Yeah, that was a quick blow up here. 16 almost here for the side of the Halfwits. They're gonna get this channel, which will be another curse in their favor. Junkrat gonna jump away, but honestly, this is not looking good.
This
ETC
could potentially be the end of the game. Sonya, ETC, and Alex, along with Cassie, are moving forward. They're trying to get that core pressures. They're trying to push in that camp with catapults. They're looking to end the game right here.
Well, they
don't have their Gul'dan.
They have the Night Camp though. They have the Night Camp. They have the catapults coming in behind them. There's the curse coming down. Cassie with some nice damage.
They're looking for the end fight. Garrosh already half health. Taunt goes down, but only hits Sonya. ETG trying to power slide. Gets 3 members, but not too much damage. But the core is falling. Gul'dan is rotating around, starting to get some of that corruption damage down. Greymane is getting quite low. Their core is nearby, but the core is just taking so much damage already.
Alex with a big shove into the corner. The blow up on the 4.
And
ETC,
that is looking like the end of the game. 2 insanely fast games, swiftly decided.
Yeah, the upset here. We actually see the Wholesome Halfwits come away with the 2-0 in this series. Quick win from them. And yeah, they bring the upset because the Tigers were, like I said, I believe the Tigers were that #1 seed in this half of the bracket for Division D. So a bit of an upset here. Quick look at the talents and stats for you guys on the screen for anyone curious. Obviously, you guys can always go back in the VOD and pause if there's anything you want to check out. Sonya did go in heavily to that Whirlwind build, which is not very common at all, in my opinion.
I don't think it worked out for them. I think it did work out for them there. Just the amount of AoE healing she got. Like, she got thrown in by Garrosh, and all of a sudden she just hits E, and Junkrat doesn't deal. Junkrat deals a lot of damage, but there's a lot of area damage. Greymane has a lot of single target damage, but they have the blinds with Cassia for it.
Yeah, they did a great job. Guys, that's going to be it for me tonight, for at least for NGS games. What will happen is I'm going to shut the stream down, and actually I'm going to call it night. It's 10 o'clock here. I'm on the East Coast, so it's late here. Poke Chick, thanks for joining me for the second game. I appreciate it.
No problem, man.
It's always nice having a co-caster with me here. So yeah, thanks for hanging, and I will definitely see you online. And I know I cast you guys occasionally, so maybe I'll get one of your games later on this week or next.
You should. We're totally not first place right now. You can do it.
All right, man. I'll see you later.
See you later.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming out and hanging out for these games. Quick 2-0, like I said, from the side of the Halfwits, taking that upset and that win. That's going to be it for me tonight, guys. I'm going to put you guys over. We have another NGS game running. I'm not sure who's casting it, but I'll get you guys over there with a host in just a second. If you guys enjoyed the stream, up above is the follow button. Press that. I always appreciate it. Means a lot to me. I know there was a couple follows during the cast, and so I'll put the notifications on and run those through too before I shut down the stream. If you guys really enjoyed, up above is that subscribe button. If you sub for free with Twitch Prime, not required, but always appreciated. And if you guys want to know what games are coming up, definitely down below is a link to Twitter, usually day of or morning. Usually in the morning, I'll post up what game is coming up. I do have a game Thursday night for sure. I believe at 9 p.m. as well. 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. So definitely come on back during that night for that game. You guys don't want to miss it. It should be awesome. Guys, that is going to be it. I think almost for sure for me. Yeah, that's it for me. I don't have anything else. I'll put you guys over there in just a minute. Hang tight, I'll run those notifications, and I will see you all next time. Have a great night.
Take me away from home. Show me all the places I've never known. Change the night. Erase all of these broken dreams in flight.